on EA Sports. We should have a good one on tap here today. It's the Bears coming in at 9-5, going up against the Seahawks, who come in at 7-7.
All right, thank you much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Chicago Bears. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. First carry for Thomas Rawls. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Second down following the run. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On second down, here's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, a 22.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. First down, this is Rawls. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
The penalty on first down backs him up 5. It's now first down at 15. So the D-line's going to spread out. Following the penalty, it's Rawls. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Wilson on second down. Flushed out right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition in practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. Here's Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a fourth down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Trubisky. He completes it right side to White. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Three yards to go here on second down.
Let's go. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
White, the man in motion. On second down, here's Trubisky. On the left side, a catch by White. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Let's go. 319. 319.
Again, it's Howard. Room here to run. And now running right through it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go now. Green 39.
On first down, they run with Howard. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Hurry up, here we go. Three down. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Trubisky now off the bootleg. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Bobby Wagner in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. In motion left, White. On third down, this is Howard. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11, and it'll be 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
And Myers able to knock it through. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a second down at 5 here to start things out. Here's Wilson to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Gun. Here's Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Whoosh. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs.
All right, here we go. Please, 18. No, Jack, Patriot. Backside of Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The play clock's running down. On 3rd down, Trubisky. And now another one thrown incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus of the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is fielded at the 7. Very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
On 2nd down, Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 3rd down, Wilson. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Now Wilson, they set up the screen to Rawls. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down at will.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wilson will throw again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On 2nd down, Rawls. Down to about the 22 here. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They run with a power back. Rawls. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Thomas Rawls with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Now the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Detroit! Here we go now. Boom, back 99 Philly. All right, now.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle.
And some room to maneuver. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
Now a play fake here on first down. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it second down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. They go counter with Howard. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. After the interception, here's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lawson. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now Wilson on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. In motion goes the tight end. To throw on second down. Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And the tight end goes in motion left. After the interception, here's Trubisky. He's going to take another shot here. This is intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. Pretty fortunate there. The interception that ended the last drive, and then boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Wilson to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Thomas Rawls there. And that'll make it 3rd down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right, that pass will go from incomplete to complete.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. The first carry for Jeremy McNichols. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's John Ryan now as he's on to punt for Seattle. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Trubisky with a give to Howard, and he's got room, and they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A huge play there for Chicago. 41 yards on the ground. On first, they go right back to Howard. And brought down, but not before before they're inside the 25. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Sack, Detroit!
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here we go now.
This is Howard on 2nd down. Howard has the first down and then some. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are in for 6. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Lockett, the man in motion. Wilson now looking to throw on 2nd down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Aaron Lynch in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, fighting off the defender. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
This will go for 5 up to the 33.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
A nickel look by Seattle on third down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now.
Set. Green, 39. All right, now look at me.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot there on third down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4. A pretty good coverage there. And both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll try to get the running game going with Rawls. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. To throw is Wilson. To throw on second down. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
That's his second sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. It's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Second down following the run. They go with Howard again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Play action. It's Trubisky. He's going to air one out. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, You've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
He's going to field this at the 4. Fighting him off. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They start on the ground with Rawls. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. When tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. Now Wilson to throw on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Leonard Floyd in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So now 13 yards to go, 2nd and 13 after the penalty marker thrown. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw on 2nd down, Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
The best defensive lineman They play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. They get 25 yards out of that one. And that'll be good for a Seattle 1st down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And the wideout in motion. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
They'll try to run with Rawls. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 corners, no reason to lighten up now. They come out here in the eye. 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. Here's Rawls. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Thomas Rawls with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th. Point after try forthcoming. And that makes it 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Give to Howard. And he's got some space here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Trying the right side with Howard. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Off the toss, Cohen. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They try again with Cohen. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens
Detroit!
after this.
Detroit! All right, here we go.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Malik McDowell in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Hurry up, here we go. Back up. Watch it now, Barney.
On 3rd down, that's Howard. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Gun! 319! 319! No. Check. Patriot!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it would appear that the Seahawks are going to win this football game. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Wilson going to give to Rawls. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They stay on the ground. Rawls again. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to.
And I think the ball's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. The Seahawks on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is going to be 3rd and 13. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Seahawks, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they'll have another road day next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Bears, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.